Hello, 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 hello. So, hello everyone. I'm just waiting for a few people to pop in before I start. So, yes, if we can just, hello Madeleine. If we can just all follow Madeleine's suit. Yeah, follow Madeleine's suit. And say hello and tell me where you're from. Where are you watching from tonight? Hello everyone. Hi Tjhoko. Hello everyone. So just a quick note about the connectivity, the Wi-Fi. I have 100 megabyte fiber line. I am right next to the Wi-Fi. But we are in the country, you guys. It's one of those things, the connectivity fluctuates. So when I do this and you can't hear me, I will check up, I will see. Hopefully everything will be okay. Hopefully the Wi-Fi will be on our side tonight. But yes. So there's nothing I can do about it. It's Heidelberg, we live between copies. So even though we have a fiber line and a big fast one as well, it sometimes just fluctuates a little bit. Okay, so let's just give it another minute or so to see if more people will join us. So I'm super excited about tonight, you guys. I apologize for the alien eyes. Because I'm working in my kitchen, because I need a huge table. The lighting is not as great as in my studio. And you are welcome, Michelle. And you guys, I'm bombarded with studio lights from all sides here. I sent a picture earlier to Michelle and to show her what it looks like here. So I've got like lights in my eyes from all angles. But yes, I want you guys to see what I do and to be able to enjoy it. Okay, let's see. We've got like, it's 4 minutes past. We've got like 15 people so far. So far, let me know so far if the connectivity is okay. It tells me that the connectivity is slow, but so far I haven't frozen. Hallo Karin van die mooie Boeland, baie welkom hierso. You guys, I'm super excited. I'm just not so happy that it's under these circumstances that Michelle hurt her shoulder, but hopefully she will recover soon. And yes, okay, great. You guys, I think we must start because we have a lot to do. So you know that I went shopping for, first of all, I've got my my handy tools with me, my protector sheets on the table, although I also have a blanket on here, plus another plastic cover because you'll see why I want to protect my wood. Then I have my Synto Soft brushes. You can see that I've used them, put some mileage on them since my first live, because they were brand new, but I do have some backup just in case, because you guys, you know Murphy? Who hasn't met Murphy? An hour ago our water went off. So luckily I do have water to rinse. I just don't have running water. So I have some extra brushes just in case. Okay, so I went shopping and I bought the Choppy, which is the beautiful vibrant orange, and I will show you later why I chose this vibrant orange instead of a more toned down. And then of course Danny's there. Somebody did mention that there's another blue that will also go so well with this. I already had to cut this up in pieces to avoid delays here online. But I decided when Michelle asked me, you know, will you stand in for me? I'm busy renovating our stoop, you guys. My porch is good, having a total makeover. And I already painted some furniture this color, so yeah, I'll have to stick with this blue. But I never ever, and then I also have the shorty story from my stash and a little bit of white. Okay, I also picked up yesterday some antique brown glaze, and I'm going to be very honest. You guys, I've worked with Tjhoko before, painting furniture and things like that, but I've never used this, and I was so surprised when I played with it today. Then I also have the normal glaze. You can see my stash is low, but we will make it. I also have my handy crafter's wipes ready, you guys, and the scissors just in case I need it. And then, of course, I picked this up. So this changed the whole decor on our porch, because I had like a fish theme, like an oceans theme going on there. And when I picked this up yesterday, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. It was from everything that I could choose, this was the best option for me. And yes, then I came home, I went to my secret room, my stash, all my junk, and where I have all my recycled stuff. And I scratched around a little bit, and you guys, I found something that is so perfect for this. So, what happened to the fishies? They swam back to the ocean, because I am doing my porch with this. Okay, so let me show you. So, one of the things that I'm going to show you tonight is to paint on metal. You guys, I don't know if you guessed it, but we live in an old house, and we have pressed ceilings. So I have this frame. It's a metal pressed ceiling frame on wood, but it was rusted. You guys, it was so rusted that I took it off. It was on my front porch. I took it off because I didn't like it anymore. And yeah, so it was in my stash for about 4 or 5 years. So I found this, you guys, and don't you think that these patterns go perfect with this? Oh, you painted your toilet with Danny's there. Wow, my porch and your toilet's the same color. Okay, so what I had to do with this, because it's also very difficult to sand in these tiny little crevices. And you guys, this thing was rusted all the way through. So I'm just going to turn it around. At the back, you can see the rust. Okay, so I did sand it a bit, and I had to prepare it. I had to paint some rust converter over it, and it's not something that I can show you in the live, because between the 2 layers of rust converter, can you guys see here at the bottom? I'll flip the phone a little bit. Okay, so because you don't need to see my face, you only need to hear my voice. Okay, so I used a rust converter, and I sanded it a little bit with a very fine 100 grit sandpaper, aluminium oxide sandpaper, just a little bit, but it's difficult to get in those crevices. So then I bought some rust converter, and I painted a layer. I let it dry for about 3 hours. I paint another layer and let it dry for about 3 hours. Okay, so now you can see that I can rub over it, and I don't have any rust on my hands. But this is not the only thing that I'm going to paint, you guys. We're going to start with this. Okay, so I decided that I think this will look really cool in a vibrant color. I know that I have the blue as well, but this is going to disappear on the wall if I paint it blue, because I want to put the glaze over it. And the most effective for me, the test that I did today, was the glaze, the antique glaze on this bright orange. Now you'll see that the orange on this print is not as bright as this, but the reason why I bought the bright one is because I knew that I was going to use this glaze over it, and then it's going to tone down the color anyway and make it a little bit darker. Okay, so let's get going. Anybody have any questions? Okay, you guys, the other thing is, tonight I am the producer, I'm the cameraman, I'm the presenter, I'm the artist, I'm everything here tonight, so it's only me. So, but I think you guys don't mind that. Okay, the other thing with a light color, as an artist, the other thing with a light color is that yellow, the color yellow, does not contain a lot of pigment. It's so for all the colors, for all the paints, oil paints, acrylic paints, chalk paints. If you paint a yellow wall in your house, have you noticed that if you paint yellow, you have to put 3 or 4 layers of paint over the wall before it is opaque? And that is because it just contains less pigment than the other colors. So every color that is made with yellow, like orange, like lime green and things like that, that's the type of colors that you unfortunately have to paint a couple of layers if you want to cover it with an opaque look. Okay, so let me just, okay, so now you're not going to see my face as much, and hopefully I can get this whole thing in. And I'm just going to paint a little bit of this, because you guys, I already prepared another one. I'm just showing you how I put the paint on this metal pressed ceiling decorative frame. So obviously I'm not putting anything in the frame, this is just decor. And this is also a nice look, you know, if I painted over it like that, but I don't want to do that. So I want to, a stencil brush would have come in very handy, but it's okay, this Center Soft brush works perfect. Now, depending on the look that you want, you can put one cover on and have some of that rusty color come through. It all depends on what you want. But that's not what I'm going for. So I am going to do another coat. So I found today, while I was painting on this rusted metal, that to dab it gave me the best opaque result. Because every time I painted over it, I could still see the rust. Okay, I hope the people from Tjhoko will answer your questions, because at the moment I have my phone tilted and I'm not as lucky as Trishy to have a cameraman. Okay, I'm just getting everything inside these crevices. Like I said, a stencil brush, and you guys, I picked up a stencil brush yesterday, but obviously I was at the shop before I knew that I was going to do this, so yeah. But this Center Soft brush works just as well. Okay, I'm going to let that I'm just going to have to leave it for a minute or so to dry before I put the second layer. Oh, thank you, Madeleine. So I'm going to show you the one that I have kind of like prepared halfway. And yes, but I have a little surprise on that one. So this one I painted with Choppy, Shorty's Story. This one I painted with Shorty's Story. Also took me 3 layers to make it opaque. But the top and the bottom, you guys, I collaged the cut-offs from this. And I'll show you now why I have cut-offs. I collaged that on the top and the bottom, because I think it'll just make it look interesting and fun. Just to have a bit of that color in there. Okay, so when I demonstrate the antique glaze, I'm going to use this one, but I just want to add another layer to this and see if we don't have, it's still a bit wet. I actually just want this to dry so that, and I didn't bring a hair dryer. I want it to dry because I think the glaze in these crevices will really be awesome. I mean that one too, but I can't wait to finish this one. Because I'm just going to paint here where it's dry already, just to demonstrate later the antique lace. But I think it's going to look awesome. And this afternoon when I was working on it, I said to myself, okay, I'm not going to have a theme like, you know, fish or flowers or what. So it's just going to be the colors and the patterns. But you guys, don't you think like 2 scatter cushions with Frida Kahlo's face on it will go nice with this theme? I will definitely share my finished porch with you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this and put this to the side. I'm gonna jump between the things that I'm going to do because obviously we need this to dry. Okay, so the other thing, you guys, I'm going to paint is you know, they say that Tjhoko, you can paint over anything with Tjhoko. And if you paint over wood furniture or wood cutouts or plastics and things like that, you don't have to prepare your surfaces. Unfortunately, the rust you have to, but metal you don't have to. So I have stainless steel milk thingies, milk thingies that I bought from our second-hand shop. Now I must admit, I finished one already. I must admit that painting over stainless steel I think is a little bit more difficult than painting over normal metal or tin or things like that. More so because I used this fabulous color, and yes, I had to put on 5 layers before I could not see any metal anymore, but it is worth it. Okay, so the other thing is on this metal container, there is a little number. I think it was with a, what do you call it, a paint marker or something. They obviously mark the milk cans. And I know that you don't have to sand it, but I just sanded that off because I don't want that kind of like texture from the number to show up on my paint. Okay, you see that I already, let me push this back a bit. I already painted the bottom white, and there's a reason for that, but I'll show you now. So let's, while we wait for, where's my brush? What happened? Oh, I put it in the water. So one of the reasons why I love working with these protector sheets as well is that when my brush comes out of the water, it's still very wet, then I just brush over the protector sheets to get the excess water out. Because the protector sheets is not only waterproof, it's also absorbent. Okay, so I started and literally just added paint on my pot, my milk, what do you call it, a milk can, what's a milk can in English? A milk can sounds terrible. I should have done my homework, you guys. But I was so excited to show this to you, I didn't think of what a milk can in English is. Okay, so I literally kind of like painted this part with a layer of orange down. A milk can, yes, a milk can. Okay, of choppy, I painted a layer down, put it out in the sun, wait for it to dry, very, very eager. Back, I painted that direction, out in the sun, waited for it to dry. And so I went on until I had like 5 layers. Milk can, okay. You guys, now I have to finish that one as well. But, oh, I need it. Because we're going to collage, yes, you guessed it, we're going to collage that beautiful paper here at the bottom. Now, when I found these, because I was only going to do the frames, and then I found this, and I found so many things, but I only have an hour, you guys. So when I found this, I thought, oh, that will fit perfectly in here, but unfortunately it is a little bit wide, so all I did is I cut it. So when this looks like tiles, you guys, this looks like tiles. So when you tile a wall or a floor, when you get to a space where there's only a little piece, you don't overlap it, you cut it. So that's what I did, is I cut it, and it worked. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut 2 blocks off because we don't need to do the whole one. I'm super excited. Okay, so you guys, I'm jumping from one project to the other, but they all go together. I'm just waiting for that to dry. Okay. So I've got my glaze. Last time I used a brush. So this time I'm going to try a dampen microfiber cloth. And I'm just going to, so I made this white because I don't want this to disappear. I tried it with the orange, but then you can't see the patterns. The blue obviously will not work. So I tried it with the Shorty Story as well, but you can't see the print because this print is already in like toned down colors. Okay, so then I'm just gonna add that there and dip my lapiki in the glaze and literally just rub over it. Okay, this one is going to need a little bit of rubbing because it's at the fold. So this stuff makes it UV resistant as well as waterproof. So even though these cans is going to be on my porch under a roof, if it does rain and it gets a little bit of water, it's okay because it is UV resistant and waterproof. And that's what I love about it. You guys, I ordered 4 more of these. So if anybody's going to look for some of this, sorry, I bought all of them because my porch is going to be decorated with this. Like I said, I changed everything. The fish swam away, and it's all you have to do is just rub over it gently, and there you have your collage. Okay, so I'm not going to do the whole thing. Just want to make sure that that folded piece is up. I'll finish this one tomorrow because you guys already did that today with the other one. Madeleine, if you think it's going to look frek mooi, wait, I'm going to show you now. So let's just, so that you can see the whole thing. Ta-da! Okay, let's turn the phone a bit. There you go, you guys. It turned out super, super, super stunning. So what I did is I painted this orange. I collaged the beautiful paper, and then I used that Danny's there at the bottom. I do have to go over this one more time because I went over it with the glaze, but I was a bit hasty and the paint wasn't completely dry, so there's this little space where I have to put that over. And one of the reasons why I painted this, because I'm going to use it on my stoop as pot plant holders. Now because it is deep, I can't put a pot here because the water is going to just fill up the container, and I don't want to empty it every time, and I didn't want to drill holes in it because maybe I want to use it for something later. So I have fake plants, you guys. I have 2 of these plants, and I'm literally going to put it in like this. And let me pull the phone a bit further so that you can see what it looks like. There we go. So that is my, I know it's a Portuguese print, but it looks Mexican, it looks Spanish, but that is my theme or my style that I am going for. And because I have a fake plant, I don't even have to water it. Oh, Tjhoko Paint said there are 3 more on stock online. Okay, I can't read all the comments. Okay, let's go closer again, you guys. Okay, so yes, so I've got 2 of these that's going to go on my porch. And I have a good mind because these have been on my porch for a while. I have a good mind painting them green and making them like more alive because they've been out in the sun, and these plastic fake plants do, the sun do, you know, they get to it and then it stains and it loses its color. So maybe I will use that beautiful greens that they send in my mystery box and paint that and seal it as well with the glaze, because the glaze is UV resistant and waterproof. I think it'll work perfect. So yes, so you like my pots, my milk cans. Okay, so next up, this. I absolutely love this. When I saw the offcuts of these strips, I thought to myself, let me just bring you a little bit closer. I thought to myself, I cannot waste this. You guys, I cannot. Oops. Like I said, cameraman, everything. Oh, come on. Okay, let me go that way. There we go. If I pull too hard on it, it's going to snap off the table and then you're going to see the ceiling and everything. Yes, of course you can, Madeleine. You just have to seal it with the glaze because it's UV resistant and waterproof. Okay, but I'm not here to answer questions. Tjhoko is going to do that. Let's work with this magic stuff. Okay. So I'm going to use a brush to apply it because I want, although, oops, messy paper. Although the crevices is not as deep as in the other one, I can't wait to stain that other one, to glaze that other one. I do have like areas where I have to go in, and I'm just going to use my Syntho soft brush and paint over it very lightly. I did wait a couple of hours for this to dry, because if you put the glaze on too quick and the paint is still wet, the moment you start wiping it away, you're going to take the paint off as well. So I didn't have the luxury to leave it overnight. But if I had the chance, I would rather leave this overnight and make sure, although it dries very quickly, for this specific rusted frame, I think it would have been better if I could leave it overnight, but let's see. Hopefully it will work. Okay, so I'm just going to take a dry area of this brush, this lapiki. I have to take the kind of like moist, the dry area is not working. I don't want to take away too much of the antique glaze, because I want that look and feel. It must match the other one. Oops, I didn't want that to happen. I'm just going to lift it up and hold it closer to the camera so that you can see how nice it turned out. Okay, that's just the light, you guys. It's not the spot that I missed. Look how nice it turned out. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the whole one because I also want to paint over the... I wonder if I should paint another bit of glaze over this. I'm so scared that this is gonna it's gonna be too saturated. Let's test a little piece. Okay, now it works. But I have to work quickly. I don't want it to leave it too long on the decoupage. It did saturate a little bit, but it's okay. I just don't want to cut my hands on the side here of the metal. Let's see if I take the wet wipes. Yes, I think that's going to work better. I'm just going over the raised areas with the wet wipe and removing that excess anti-glaze. Okay, turn it around. Came out nice. Let's do this side. Oh, I'm super excited. Oh, you guys are so excited. My porch is going to look so cool. It's stupid. There we go. And it is so easy to apply. You guys, it's literally, you just paint it on. It's super easy to apply. So I bet everybody's going to now look for rusted ceiling, pressed ceiling paints. One of the best places to shop is a scrap yard. I love shopping at scrap yards and at second-hand stores. Like that's not antique stores. Antiques is too expensive to paint. Like a proper good old-fashioned second-hand shop. You sometimes find like real gems there. I need a wetter piece than the one that I had. Okay, so I'm going to hang this under the roof, but maybe later I may change it because half of our porch is under roof and the other half is not. So to make this waterproof and UV resistant, I have to seal it with the clear wax as well. Just going to make sure that they are equal. Rubbed away, wiped away. Okay, and let's do this bottom part. And for this one, for the decoupage sheet, the wet wipes work better in rubbing away the raised areas. Oops, there's a piece of metal there. I must not cut myself. Okay, let's lift the foam. Let's lift this up. And this is what the end result looks like. Oh yes, polystyrene. This is what it looks like, you guys. Do you like it? I love it. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to hang it. Let's see if the other one is dry enough for me to apply. Oh, I missed this spot here. To apply some of this antique wax in those beautiful crevices, because it's going to have a completely different effect than this. But even this turned out so beautiful. Okay. So yes, like I said, tonight's live is more about practical things like what to do and what not to do when you have something that is rusted. If you have something that is stainless steel instead of tin, just normal tin. So, but it is also decorative, so let's just get some of this antique wax off. This is what I love about these wipes. Now, it's not only wet, it's also soapy. So you can see how much soap it makes. In cases where, like now, where we don't have running water, this comes in real handy. Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna love this one more than that one. Okay, let's see if we can paint it like this. Maybe if I put it on my side, it will be easier. I love this pattern, you guys. I absolutely love it. It's almost the same as the rust color. I've got all the grooves. Oh, you guys, this is awesome. Oh, this is super awesome. There at the ends, I'm just wiping away quite a bit, because I don't want it to leave like a solid line before I do the next layer, you know, like finishing the whole. This is so cool. Let's finish that corner as well. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm so happy that I picked this up yesterday. I've seen it before, but like I said, I'm the type that's like to paint my furniture just like plain colors. Maybe I will do the tabletop and the legs different colors, but that's my kind of style. And that's why I've never picked this up before, and I absolutely love it. Okay, there we don't have orange yet. Maybe this bigger area we can wipe away more of the, and get that vibrant orange of choppy. Okay, so there we have it. look, it is going to look so pretty when I'm done with that. So all I have to do now is finish all of this to show you guys the end results. Oh, I also have to paint the sides. Okay, so no, I didn't dilute the antique glaze. I didn't. I painted it straight out of the pot. Was I supposed to dilute it? No, I don't think you're supposed to dilute it. No, I didn't dilute it because if I dilute it, it's going to be lighter. Yeah, no, I didn't dilute it. I painted it straight from the pot. Anything else? Sure, this was a quick one. Anybody have any questions about what I've done so far? I hope that I taught you guys something about painting on rusted, like really rusted and coarse metal. And I can't wait to hang it. Yes, yeah, no, I didn't dilute it because I wanted the dark, this dark effect. I mean, I wanted it to be so dark. I think this is a frame that hangs like this. I already have a hook at the back, so this will hang like this on my porch. But there's nothing going inside, it's just decorative, so. Okay, you want to see the milk can again? Okay, maybe we can put the glaze over the milk can. I think the bottom part is dry now. Okay, I'm just gonna push you guys back. So maybe to match everything, I am going to paint the glaze over it. Now, I know there's no crevices here or whatever, but to get the orange the same color, and because I've got antique glaze here on it, it's not gonna soak up the antique glaze and make everything dark. Let's see quickly. I can quickly wipe it away if I don't like it. Let's just get a wet wipe ready. I love to experiment. I love to try new things, and you'll never know if you don't try it. Just don't try it if you're not sure. But we don't want you to mess up your... Oh, thank you so much, Madeleine. I will just paint a layer of glaze over this as well, so that it does not soak up as much of the glaze as it did with my frame. Yes, I think I'm going to do this. I don't think you can really see. I have to do the whole front area, otherwise it's going to make a solid line, and I don't want that. I literally just painted 2 or 3 lines of the antique and just rubbed it with this microfiber cloth, and I'm gonna let it dry. So I'll have to glaze it again, but I like it because it turned this orange into the same orange. It turned it into the same orange as that frame there at the back. So we'll just bring it a little bit closer. So it kind of like made it dirty, but that's exactly the look that I want. Otherwise these pots are going to be like bright orange, and that frame is going to be like a little bit dull toned down because of the antique glaze. So here at the bottom, I literally, you guys, sorry, my brushes are all wet. So these are all Hamilton's brushes. Tjhoko works with Hamilton. And I'm just going to put a layer of glaze over there. And I'm going to put another layer over this because I want to put that antique glaze over. I don't want this print to soak up too much of the dark. Maybe I won't glaze that. Maybe I'll just glaze the top and the bottom. And you can see here when after I applied it with the glaze and after it dried and I painted my bottom, I went back in with my brush and I kind of like blended the two colors over this print so that there's not like a solid line. I can't wait to finish this, you guys. There's an area here where I have to put some glaze as well. I saw it earlier. Is it this side or that side? I had to touch up, and if I don't touch it up with the glaze, if I put the antique stain over it, the antique glaze over it, it's gonna be like have a dark, solid dark spot there. So better safe than sorry. You can never add too much glaze to your project. Just also when you paint with glaze, just make sure that if you paint something that is like dimensional and not flat, the glaze can run. And just make sure just to catch it. I am going to paint the glaze over that anyway to make it UV resistant and waterproof. I did glaze this, yes I did. Okay, so I will antique the pot later. The milk can. It's a funny milk can because it doesn't have a lid. So I think it's the cans that they carry the milk from the cows to the can with the lid on. I don't know. All I know it's a stainless steel milk can. And at the shops here in Heidelberg you get quite a lot of them because we live in a farming community. Okay, so you guys, that's it. Hello, Lindy. Nice to see you here. It's so nice to see so many of my friends and my fans and my followers on the live. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Yes, I did. I did do it with a damp cloth, but I used the brush now, so just to demonstrate that you can use either one. Okay, so you guys, I think that's it. It was a quick one tonight. Last night ago I was on for a full hour. This was like a 40-minute live. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I showed you something interesting about working on rusted metal and stainless steel metal, and I hope I gave you some decorative ideas. Okay, so I think I'm just going to stay on for a minute or so just to see if somebody else has a question for me in particular that's not like technical, or you know, that you can ask Tjhoko. Maybe something about my decorations or an idea or something. Thank you, Gabriella. I appreciate it so much. I can't wait to finish. So today I painted, when I painted the Danny's there on my milk can, instead of washing my brush, I painted over the fishies on my door. Tata fishies. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Because I ordered more of this. So this is going to go onto my coffee table on my porch. And then I'm also going to put this on the inserts on my door. We have a very, very old door. The door is as old as the house, but I painted it last year. So thank you so much, Gabriella. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And yes, as always, I enjoy sharing my ideas and showing you something. And I must say that I am a converted chalk paint enthusiast. I used to, I before Tjhoko, with many other brands, but I will not buy anything other than Tjhoko ever again. Not just because it's excellent paint, but they have stunning colors, you guys. Oh yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tjhoko. Thank you, you guys. I'm going to sign out now. It will remain online as a video, and you can still ask questions in the comments. The lovely people at Tjhoko will answer you. If you want to know where to get this beautiful print, Michelle said there's still 3 online in the online shop that you can order if you want. You guys, this was a big sheet. It was like a big sheet. But yes, I need more for my stubby. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you for having me, Tjhoko. I enjoy working with you. And mwah, thank you. Yes, Lindy. Nice to see you again. Definitely go back 2 weeks ago. Last week, Trish made a beautiful stuliki, but 2 weeks ago, I made beautiful canvas paintings. That's on a video. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Bye.